In this lesson, we will learn new technique of animating strokes, that is trimming. So let's first create a linear path using pen tool. Expand it and go to add, and I'm going to add trim path. Now if we expand this effect, it will have some parameters like start, end and offset. By increasing the start value, we can trim our path from start point. And by decreasing end value, we can trim our path from end point. So by using these parameters, we can animate our path just like we did with our coffee powering animation. And by using these options, you need not to animate points of path itself. We can do it easily. Just set a keyframe to end value and set its value to 0. Now go to next desired frame and set its value to 100 again. And it will animate. Now suppose we want to trim this line from start point also. So set a keyframe on it, go to next frame and set its value to 100. Now it will first create the line and then it will trim it from start point also. And in last, our line will be gone. Now let's add interpolation to it. Use graph editor to make it fast on start point and slow on end point. Let's preview it. Nice, a new kind of animation. Now suppose we want to reveal this line from middle point. In that case, first remove all these keyframes, set both start and end value to 50. Add keyframes to both values, go to 20th frame and set start value to 0 and end value to 100. Now line will be revealed from the middle. So you can achieve different results by controlling these two values. And this trimming path effect will work on all types of path. It's not necessary that we will always have a linear path. So let's create a circular one. Add trim effect on it. And now if we change end value, it will just trim path from end point. Let's add a keyframe on it. Go to 20th frame and increase it to 100. Now it will animate this path. The only thing you need to remember, it will only work on stroke. It cannot trim shapes properly if they have fill color. So let me undo it couple of times and I'm going to set its stroke to 0 and add a fill color on it. Let's add trim path effect to it. And if we decrease end value, obviously it will trim path but not from the center. And this is not my desired result. So all you need to do, just remove fill color from it and increase its stroke width to pretty high amount so that it will seem it has fill color on it. But if we zoom it, you can see it has not blocked completely from the center. So let's increase stroke value to 420 and now background will be hidden in the center. Now zoom out the screen and open scale property and reduce its size. And now it's perfect to animate. Add trim path effect to it. And if we decrease end value, it will trim it from the center. Add a keyframe to it, go to 20th frame and increase its value to 100. Select both keyframes and add easy ease on it. Let's preview it. Fine. So you can create different kinds of animations just by applying some tricks. Let me show you one more example. Take text tool and create a new text here. Open a line panel and put it to the center. Let's make it some big so that we can see effect clearly. Now if you try to use trim effect on this text layer, it will not show effect in the list. So we cannot apply trim effect directly to any text layer. So just right click on this text layer and here we will have two options, that is create shapes from the text and create mask from text. So if we choose create mask from text, it will generate a new layer and inside of it, it will retain mask for each letter of the text. but it cannot serve our purpose. So let me undo it. Again, right click on this text layer and choose Create Shapes from Text. Now it will generate a new layer and will hide the original text layer. Now if we expand this new layer, you will find shapes for each letter of the source text. And every shape will have some properties like stroke, fill, and transformation. But we need not to deal with them. We just need to select our shape layer and add a stroke on it. Say 5 points. And now remove fill color. So we have this kind of text. Let's change its color to brown. Zoom it. And now let's add trim path. Set end value to 0. Add a keyframe to it. Go to 1 second and increase it to 100. Now it will play something like this. But if we play it slowly, you will find that each letter has one start point from where stroke is starting to animate. Like this T letter is starting to animate from this point. So this point is known as first vertex. We can change it. Just expand its shape properties and select this path. Now it will show a square around the point where shapes are starting to animate. Every shape will have this point. To change it, just select the point from where you want to animate it, right click on this point, go to Mask and Shape Path and choose Set First Vertex. And now it will show you square around this point. Now if we check it, it will animate from this point. So it's a very important concept to understand. Many times we need to change this first vertex according to animation. Now here we have one more option, which is set to simultaneously. And this is why all shapes are animating together. If we set it to individually, it will animate shapes one by one, and animation will become some fast. So let's increase its timing by moving these keyframes to 3 seconds. Let's preview it. Good enough. Well, I am going to undo it and set it to simultaneously. You can set it according to your desired output. Let's add interpolation to these keyframes. And by using Graph Editor, you can achieve interesting animations. Preview it. Excellent. Here we have a more option, that is offset. By changing its value, we can offset the starting point of the animation from the first vertex. So let's increase its value. You can see it's shifting strokes. Let's preview it. So you have full control over the animation. Just do some experiments and you will feel the power of this effect. In next lesson, we will do a small project based on trimming path and will create a complex animation.